Now they special.
Oh,
man.
Oh!
dude.
You rolling?
Yeah, I'm rolling.
What's up, guys? I'm Ray Tiller, back inside of the Brave Wilderness office, and today is a very special day because I'm reacting to and breaking down my all-time favorite Brave Wilderness episode. No, we're not talking about a bite or a sting. No, it's not even a very recent episode. This episode is called Night of the Deadly Creatures, which is a nighttime animal adventure that takes place deep in the jungles of Costa Rica. This video was very influential for me growing up. I've not seen it for a very long time though, so I'm super excited to react to it with you guys today. So if you're ready, let's dive right on in. Okay, episode is rolling. It's time to get serious.
Man, that is a long snake.
Now, this is a nocturnal and an
I'm so
arboreal
excited.
species, which means that they're out in the trees at night hunting for their prey. Now they special.
Oh, man.
Oh! Wow, so fer-de-lance right behind Coyote. What a teaser to kick off the episode.
Right now, we are on the Caribbean side of Costa Rica, and for the past 2 weeks, we've been staying at the Costa Rican Amphibian Research Center Reserve.
This video put the Costa Rican Amphibian Research Center right at the top of my bucket list, and I'm fortunate enough to have visited this location now, and while I was there, all I could think about was this specific episode.
We can get in front of the camera. So we've got Mark there, right behind the lens.
What's up, guys?
Got Mario over here. Hey guys.
Mark and Mario. See, I love that. I love how right off the bat he's introducing the camera crew that's with him, and they're kind of breaking that fourth wall of engaging with Coyote and almost talking to the camera at some points. It really makes like the audience member like myself feel like I'm right there on this adventure with them.
Right?
Let's do it.
All right, let's go.
Here we go.
Mario had a little less gray in the beard as well.
I already hear frogs, so we're gonna find something. You really have to take your time when you're searching the rainforest
music,
because
too.
everything is
So good.
incredibly camouflaged. Nothing there. You move slow because you also have to watch out for venomous snakes everywhere that you step.
I love, this is probably my favorite Coyote look of all time as well. I feel like this was like the peak of his outfit and his style choices.
You can see what I just saw. See if the audience can
I
recognize
can't
it.
see.
Oh,
the eye
I
shine.
found it.
Oh,
Did you
I
find
see
it?
Yep.
There it is.
You know what that is?
That is a walking stick, right?
You're absolutely right.
Nice little stick bug. Which, fun fact, is actually the longest insect in the world. A lot of people out there don't know that.
These are usually pretty difficult to see because look at it. Looks just like a stick. Or a piece of
I'm shocked that he was able to spot this. I don't even know if my trained eyes could spot this this stick bug out in the rainforest.
pictures that I'm completely comfortable letting do this.
Ah, am I poking your eye?
Now the reason that I did that is to show you guys just how good they can climb, and look at that, they're actually capable of hanging upside down. They have these little hooks on the bottoms of their feet.
Cinematography is great to start off this episode.
Okay, I'm gonna try to bring it back down, put him on the tree. Ooh, come here, buddy. Let's try to find something a little more dangerous than the walking stick. Very cool first animal though.
You know I love dangerous animals, so that gets me really excited.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep an eye out.
It's crazy. In the 2 weeks we've been here, we have seen so many snakes. It's like you just step and you're like, whoa, there's a snake curled up right there.
That is especially the case in this location if there's been a lot of rain, which by how muddy it is on these trails, looks like they have been getting a lot of rain, so it's going to be a good night for snakes.
Come on.
Got it. Where is he?
Right there, come to the surface.
What does Coyote see? Oh, we have a little turtle.
Got it.
Nice
Yes.
grab.
Woo!
Nice snag.
Ah, the one-handed grab. My favorite way to catch mud turtles. All right, let's trek it back this way. And get
You know,
up
a
in the-
turtle is the one thing I did not catch in Costa Rica, have yet to catch in the country.
Snapping at me.
But of course, in typical Coyote fashion, he always pulls up a turtle, right?
And they can be pretty aggressive.
Looks like a snapping
See
turtle,
what that
just
bite
a little
is
bit.
like. Ooh, I don't know, should I do it?
I don't know. What do you think? Is it gonna hurt?
I think it's probably gonna hurt. Let's
Uh-oh. Ow.
see. That hurts.
Look at the turtle like squinting his eyes.
Just like the neck of a snapping turtle. Look at that. Oh, it didn't break skin. Thank you. I appreciate that.
I think that turtle showed Coyote.
Like the eyes of a snapping turtle, and then they have that masked structure right on the sides of the cheeks, and that very distinct white nose and beak. Well, cool. Second animal of the night, and you guys know I can never resist catching turtles. Ready to put them back?
Let's do it.
Very true. Ooh.
there's a monstrous tarantula that lives right in the crux of that tree. I think I can kind of put this in front of the tarantula and get it to pop up out of the hole, and then maybe grab a hold of it.
All right, man. Good luck.
The shift in tone from like really upbeat, energetic to now tarantula speaking softly and that kind of like toned down music. Great editing.
All right, let's go, guys.
Whoa, right here.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah. Huge. Whoa.
What is that?
Big tarantula.
Another
That is a
tarantula?
huge tarantula.
Oh, that's
Okay,
right.
well, we go after one tarantula. It's actually smaller than this. This looks like it's a male.
Wow, that is a big spider.
I'm tempted to try to pick it up, but I'm not 100% sure what species this is. Now,
If any of you out there have arachnophobia, which I'm sure some of you do, yeah, this is very hard for you to watch.
It is very, very flighty. I'm gonna try to just pin it. Ready?
This is risky.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Oh, I got Mark.
Whoa.
It's on your leg. Mark, it's on you. Don't move, don't move.
Oh my god.
Don't move, don't move. Okay, let me try that again. It's very strong.
okay, you got him.
There we go.
That is a good point to bring up. Like, spiders, of course this is a very big spider, but it is a very strong spider, which a lot of you out there probably would underestimate if you were going to try to interact with one in the wild, which again, I would never recommend.
Go ahead and set it down on my hand. Oh, just jumped right off. Okay. Has no.
I don't have an active fear of spiders, but a spider of this size, and anytime you free handle a spider that can deliver a painful bite, yeah, it gets you a little bit on edge.
Giant fuzzy tarantula. All right, let's keep moving and see what else we can find.
Great shot.
A lot of vine tingles. Ooh, no, this looks like something. Oh, here we go. What's this?
Oh, you got a snake.
Yeah. That is a
Oh.
blunt-headed snake. Look at
Ooh,
that.
a nice
Just all
blunt-headed snake. This is a species that I have caught in Costa Rica.
rear fang.
Very beautiful.
Keep my fingers crossed on this one.
And Coyote just briefly mentioned this is technically a venomous species, but very mildly venomous. They are rear-fanged and they have very small mouths, so taking a bite is not really something that you have to worry about.
Wow! Look at that snake! Oh no!
We know from the intro though, what's coming up.
Look at those eyes.
Wow.
Enormous eyes. Its head is mostly eyeballs. Now, this isn't.
Now those big eyes are designed for this species to be able to hunt at night, which is exactly what they're doing right here. Uh-oh.
Oh, man.
And boom!
Dude.
Fer-de-lance. One of the most dangerous snakes that you could come across in the jungles of Costa Rica.
More dangerous than that moment right there. Now, there is no question about it.
Oh my god.
I just had my butt inches away from that fer-de-lance.
Now, a really cool piece of backstory about this encounter here is at the Costa Rican Amphibian Research Center, the guy who runs the property, his name is Brian, and Brian and I got to talk a lot while I was visiting his property, and he mentioned this specific encounter in this episode, and he said no one in the crew was able to point out the snake. He was actually walking along the trails at night to come and check in on them, spotted the fer-de-lance, came up to Mark or Mario and was like, hey, you know, there's a fer-de-lance right behind Coyote, right? And then thus, the camera team was like, hey, Coyote, you gotta get up. He gets up, boom, fer-de-lance was just a couple of inches away from his bum. That is as close as you can get to the fangs of a venomous snake without taking a bite. So, Coyote, better count your blessings.
Why don't you hold on to that for us? Mario, wildlife biologist, can wrangle that. I am going to gently move this fer-de-lance out of the way, okay?
Sure.
You can tell Coyote may be a little bit shaken here too.
To strike unless it is threatened. So it felt as long as I stayed there and I was perfectly camouflaged, maybe nobody would notice me and we just keep our focus on that blunt-headed snake. Thank you, little fer-de-lance.
It's a great point that he just brought up though. All venomous snakes in general, but you know, this fer-de-lance here is a great example. They don't want to bite you. They don't want to use that precious venom resource unless they absolutely have to. It's a pretty good size fer-de-lance too. Responsible for the most envenomations in Central America every single year.
To the universe for letting you escape completely unscathed when you get that close to a very dangerous snake.
I don't know how he escaped that either.
Back to the blunt-headed snake. Woo! See how it can stay completely still. Look at that, looks just like a vine.
It does. And look at the patterning on that snake as well. It's going to blend in perfectly with any of the surrounding brush. I have to be really gentle with this guy too.
And then a snake that was incredibly dangerous right next to me. Pretty good opportunity to give you guys a good look at some of the reptiles that are here in the rainforest.
Gives you a little bit of a glimpse of just how biodiverse Costa Rica is. Ooh, look at that stinger.
Got it. Woo! I do believe this is the blue mountain scorpion, a rather rare species that is pretty...
It is pretty rare to find. I'm surprised that it was just out on the log like it was.
Okay. There you go.
That little, like, music drop there, yeah, gets the heart racing.
Wow.
Get your heart racing a little bit when you let the stinger go like that?
A little bit. It's been an on-edge sort of night after that fer-de-lance.
It's a good way to describe it. I really wanted to catch a scorpion while I was in Costa Rica, but unfortunately, in the limited time that I had there, wasn't able to pull one up, which is mostly due to the fact that while I was there, we didn't get much rain, which will draw these guys out at night.
Oh no. Do not want to agitate the scorpion. Scorpion safe down into that crevice. Tell you what, free handling one of those arachnids definitely gets your heart rate going. Okay, let's keep them going, guys.
I don't remember what's coming next.
What you got?
Like I said, it's been a while since I've seen this.
Where? Right here.
Wow, that is a big snake.
Is that a bush mouse? It's really camouflaged.
How did I miss that? I literally just walked right over the top of this log.
Look how well it's camouflaged into the underbrush. Perfect ambush hunter.
Definitely one worth getting up close for the cameras. They call them jumping pit vipers because they will lunge out, gently pick it up with the snake. They tend to stay pretty docile.
Now, it's also interesting to see Coyote using the snake tongs instead of a hook, which is the right tool to use in this scenario with a venomous species of snake that's in a position where you can't really catch it with a hook, but you do want to be really careful when using snake tongs because you are pressing down on the snake's body. So unless you're a trained professional like the team is here, snake tongs are not something that you should probably go out and use.
Very unlike the fer-de-lance, which is a very skittish, snappy snake.
Great shot.
A little lower there. Still out of the strike
Again, look
zone.
how well it
Very
camouflages.
careful. I'm looking this snake right in the eye, and I can tell it's a pit viper, not only from the shape of its head, but look at the distinct pits right behind the nostrils. Let's see if I can point that out. Look right there. That's how they sense heat.
Snakes like copperheads, cottonmouths, rattlesnakes are also in that pit viper family, so they have that heat sensing pit as well.
They're actually referred to as the pit bull of the pit viper family. And when they bite, they
It's getting a little
hold on,
defensive.
scrunch up their face to protect their eyes, and they do not let go. So getting tagged by this snake would be really, really bad for me.
It's a pretty small snake as far as jumping pit vipers go. They can grow to larger sizes than this. And even though this is a pretty short snake in length, you can see how beefy it is. These snakes are so robust.
There's water just flowing through the forest right now. We have had so much rain over the past couple days. The forest is alive with frog sounds and snakes moving about hunting. But here, I'm gonna kind of turn like this. Look up that pathway. This is just water flowing through the forest.
So the team almost is certainly here during the wet season in Costa Rica. Unfortunately, I was there during the dry season, so seeing how wet and alive the rainforest is tonight makes me just a little bit jealous.
That exactly, that's the last one. Okay, they're pretty quick.
Oh, great spot.
Yes. Okay. Double check for snakes. Think we're good. There he is.
Wow.
Look at that little guy.
Whoa, look at his eyes.
You know who it looks like? Kermit the Frog. And actually, Kermit was designed off of this exact frog species.
I might say the glass frog is my current all-time favorite frog species that I've interacted with. They have that translucent body where you can kind of see the entirety of the inside of their bodies and their organs functioning, but those beautiful, vibrant eyes are just so stunning up close in person. They blend in so well though with any leaf that they may be sitting on, so actually spotting these guys out in the rainforest is a very tricky job. I feel something dangerous coming because there's a little different tone now with the music.
Light. Got it. Oh, that's a coral snake. That is a coral snake.
Oh,
Very dangerous snake.
Yeah, that is a
My
very
God.
dangerous snake. Is it a coral? Yeah. That
Wow.
is 100% a coral snake. Do not want to be bitten by this snake. Now, this does not have hinged fangs like a pit viper. They have small, fixed fangs, but they are extremely venomous. That's the biggest.
This is such a risky scenario to be in. And coral snakes, despite how vibrant they are so hard to find in the wild because of how secretive they are.
Oh my goodness.
The best way for us to
I'm
present.
gonna pause right here for a second because one, my heart is racing. This tempo and the tone of this episode is so intense and has me on the edge of my seat, which is partially why I'm so in love with this video. But here you have maybe the most dangerous maneuver you can see someone do with a snake. That is heading the snake. It's not just any snake, it is a venomous coral snake, which is maybe the most venomous snake, not only here in the United States, but possibly here in North America. They have a very potent neurotoxic venom, which means their venom directly attacks your nervous system. So compared to something like a rattlesnake or a cottonmouth copperhead, where their bites are gonna result in more tissue damage, red blood cell damage, this damage is going to come internally, where you're going to get more of like a paralysis type of symptom.
You should watch out. There's one right above your head.
Oh my god, there is. But this is just my pet coral snake. He's used to me, so. Look at this, I can give him a little pet. He won't even bite me.
This snake, because it was moving so much, was for me to actually just head it and get it under control. That is an enormous coral snake, is it not?
Yeah.
I guarantee you would never see Coyote do this today, especially with the addition of something like snake tubes, which come in very skinny or very large sizes. You would probably tube this snake and present it that way, which is safer for both the snake and Coyote.
It is musking a little bit. It was very scared when we came up on it and moved very quickly and is able to just gently grab a hold of it with the snake tongs. And I have a good fixed hold on the head, gentle yet controlled.
You also might be wondering why the coral snake has those very bright and vibrant colors, which isn't seen on a lot of venomous species of snakes, but this is a great example of what's called aposematic coloration. That's kind of a warning to potential predators or anything that could potentially harm the snake that I am highly venomous, stay away, do not come near me. If I inject you with my venom, it could be your last day on Earth.
A bite from this snake would send me to the hospital.
Oh my god. Yeah, my heart is racing every time there's an up-close shot of the coral snake's head in Coyote's hand.
Cobras with a very, very potent venom. Well, it certainly has been the night of serpents between my close call at the fer-de-lance and then, of course, that jumping pit viper. And now, the coral snake? I'll just be happy when we get this one back off into the rainforest. I'm Coyote Peterson. Be brave. Stay wild. We'll see you on the next adventure.
What an outro. And there goes the coral snake. Wow, so that right there is a wrap on Night of the Deadly Creatures. It really takes me back to years ago and why I fell in love with this episode in the first place, just because it made me feel like I was in the moment with them, which is all I dreamt of doing. All I wanted to do was be in the jungles of Costa Rica, somewhere similar, just catching animal after animal, presenting it to a camera, being with the Brave Wilderness team. And this episode kind of let me live that out from behind the screen, and I think that's why this episode will resonate really well with a lot of you out there watching, but that's why it has become my personal favorite. I actually remember showing this video on loop to my parents, my friends, basically forced them to watch this episode. That's how much I loved it, and even to this day still holds up really well. The cinematography is great, Coyote is great, love the outfit, the music and editing is just perfect. In my mind, this is the perfect Brave adventure. But if you have arachnophobia, the fear of spiders, aphidophobia, the fear of snakes, this was probably pretty tough to watch. But hopefully you still had a fun time, and hopefully it helped you get over that fear just a little bit. But I'm curious to know what your favorite Brave Wilderness adventure of all time is. Leave that down in the comment section down below. And also let me know, what else do you want me to react to, whether it's another Brave adventure or some other crazy wildlife video on the internet. I'm Ray Tiller, be brave, stay wild. I'll see you on the next reaction.